Good evening. Since I will be playing at the club tomorrow and the weekend starts, let's play the weekly instant tournament, which consists of 8 boards rather than 4, but it's free once a week. And it's match points, which maybe is a little practice for tomorrow, although I don't make that distinction very pronounced, to be brutally honest. Let's see, we do have 12 high card points, but they are sort of weak high card points, so I that queen of clubs, you could even not count it at all or count it for one high card point. So, uh, like in second position, I would be tempted to pass this hand, to be brutally honest. But we are in third position, and in third position, you should open a bit more lightly than in the other position. So I should open this, and I will open just one diamond, obviously. Partner is 101, but we should stay at that. We have absolute minimum for our opening hand. Partner doesn't have a 4 card major and also doesn't have much beyond. Probably like 7 to 10 high card points or something like that. Yes, I pass. Not the most exciting contract in the history of bridge, but I actually kinda like 102 recently. It's a contract where you have a lot of freedom in the play of the cards. And I mean, there are a lot of degrees of freedom usually in 102 contracts. Yeah, I mean, second hand pretty much never goes high unless there's a really specific reason to do so. So, I could even let this one go, but then I'll surely have only one trick in spades. And if I take that trick now, the queen is sort of half a stopper. Maybe I don't expect East to have underlet the ace, to be brutally honest. But as long as West is in the lead, at least I'm safe in spades. But I will lose my stopper in one of my black suits eventually. I mean, you can't approach a 1 no trump contract like a 3 no trump, for example, where you really can't afford to lose the stopper in any suits. But in 1 no trump, you have to do so many tricks that it will eventually happen. You can't really avoid it. But well, we need to develop our long suits, which are the red ones. So let's start with diamonds, I suppose, since we are already in the right hand to play the diamonds, because I want to double finesse them, obviously. The king, alright. Do I need an entry to the north hand? Well, I don't think so. I'm not really keen on playing black suits myself. So I will just take this and will not worry about entries anymore. I will just drive out the queen of diamonds by playing the 9. Okay, West holds up the queen for one more trick. That's fine if he pleases. Usually when I have only 3 cards left in the suit, I aim for the singleton, which is the 7 in this case, to be in between the two others. So if I have any choice, I will keep the 10 and the 6 opposite the 7, for example. Just so I have entries in both directions if I wish so. It's just a good practice to always do that. You don't need to think everything through if, in such a case. I find that quite helpful. Others might disagree. Feel welcome. Yeah. Okay, there's a club. I still don't want to abandon my spade stopper just yet, unfortunately. Or should I? The problem is, as soon as I lead hearts, like it's over in both spades and clubs, presumably. So, yeah, if I don't, if I throw the spade stopper away now, then once I lead hearts, I will never return to the lead. So, let's just do it like that. Should I duck once? No, that doesn't really help. Well, maybe I should have ducked, but I don't know. I mean, 1-0 Trump isn't that critical of a contract, opposed to 3-0 Trump, let's say. Let me just catch my diamonds in order to not go down as much if we go down. And now I have to read hearts and hope that the opponent, once they get in, will at the end return either a heart or a spade to my queen. I will keep the hearts in the north hand and the spades in the south. I only need one more trick from the opponent somehow. Keep the hearts in one hand and the spades in the other. Yeah, that will not work, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the ace of spades is still out, yeah. I should have played that differently. I'm still getting used a little bit to talking and playing at the same time, to be fully honest, but maybe I could have made it. But we are ranked 2 to 10, so not many people made it in the first place. And actually, the best result was a passed hand, and I thought about passing, to be really honest. But I opened it simply because I was in the third seat, and I think that's one of a reasonable practice. Well, I have a 5-card club suit. I don't have the right distribution for a takeout double, especially since I'm too short in hearts, and hearts is a major, so I shouldn't lie in that major. So let me just bid 2 clubs. Partner bids 2 hearts. Yeah, good that we didn't double. We do have a diamond stop, but partner at least shows 9 total points with his reply on the 2 levels. We do have a diamond stop because we sit behind East, but it's not the most convincing diamond stop ever. I don't really feel comfortable bidding 3-0. Although I would like to, I don't like letting the opponents play. Whatever, bid 3-0, if we go 1 down it may still be fine. And we will probably go 1 down. So the big issue on this hand obviously is entries to the north hand. And the diamond lead really doesn't help in that regard. I need to unblock the king in hand, I guess, so I will play the king from hand pretty much regardless if the ace shows up or not. At least they don't continue diamonds, so they give me 1 entry to dummy at least in diamonds after I try to probably finesse the hearts. I mean, I don't have much choice. Otherwise, East showed East bit, so East is perhaps slightly the favorite to hold the Queen of Hearts. I mean, he showed up with the Ace of Diamonds, he showed up with the King of Spades already, so he does have high card points for sure. And he will have the Queen of Spades also if he needs the King, so I don't think that East is that much of a favorite to hold the Queen of Hearts anymore, to be fully honest. Well, he is still the favorite, but is that enough to just play for the drop? I doubt it. Maybe it is. But I take this one for sure. Play the King of Hearts, I can't really avoid it. Oh, East already shows out. Okay, that answers the question for us. So we should really finesse and drive out the queen, unfortunately. We do have the 8 in dummy, which is really nice, since now we don't need to worry about And we then can just overtake our own 10 with the jack. And play the ace, drive out the queen, and then still have the 8 as the high heart. That's really nice. I will pitch the clubs. I don't need any of these clubs. I just want the ace of clubs and then play hearts and diamonds after that. East also pitches a lot of diamonds, so we should pay attention to that. Yeah. They return a club. We can't really let this one go since we're so vulnerable in spades, unfortunately. But do the diamonds break or do they not? Not really sure, to be honest, but I don't think I have another choice. No, they surely don't. I haven't seen like the 9. Ah, and now I pretty much have to lead the hearts. But East will stop spades and diamonds, unfortunately. I don't think there's much we can do against it. Well, I already suspected us to go one down, so this is not a big surprise. We would have gone down in clubs also. Yeah, this wasn't good. What did the others do? They just let East play 3 diamonds and they didn't make it. Well, that was the sort of the risk I had to assess. Do they make 3 diamonds or not? I believe them too much, I guess. I thought they would make 3 diamonds. If they made 3 diamonds, our score would have been fantastic. Let's see, we have 12 high card points, so this is an obvious one club opener. Partner bits. Oh, this is not a Michael's Qubit. I thought it would be a Michael's Qubit, but it's 4 clubs and 11 total points. Okay, it's a support. But I have minimum, so I guess I'll just stick to 3 clubs. I need to put a quick break. Be right back. Let's continue with our tournament, and hopefully my voice is a little bit better now. We play a 3 club contract. Like, I didn't want the auction to go any further, to be really honest. It's a good thing we didn't let it progress any further if I look at the cards. We will lose 2 diamond tricks immediately, spade trick, and a heart trick, presumably. So yeah, I'm not very comfortable regarding Freedom Trump, especially in diamonds. Oh, at least they develop our Jack of Diamonds, but I don't think it will matter that much. Should I take the opportunity to finesse or just take the ace and start roughing stuff? I think I'll just take the ace and start roughing and start drawing trumps, because the Jack of Diamonds is good after that, and I can get rid of my hard loser that way. I don't need to get rid of a spade from South necessarily, since South does have the long spades already. Just take the ace and play clubs. Okay, East has 1 more club. Do I want to draw it immediately? Not really sure. The problem being that then North only has 1 trump left, and in theory at least, North needs to trump 2 spades. So perhaps I will just let the trump outstand and just try to play Jack of Diamonds. If East ruffs, I have to overruff. But at least then I still have to keep two trumps in North hand for spades. Don't know if that's the right plan, but it's at least a plan. Yeah, East ruffs. Not really great. Since I have to overruff and the 5 of diamonds still isn't good, unfortunately. I will play a low spade. Maybe the king is on side. I can't really hope for a singleton king to drop. That would imply that the other person had 6 spades and would have surely bid those. Yeah, we really lose a hard trick. This wasn't all that great, but we made our contract since we dropped this. We catch the ace of spades and we can just cross ruff the final 3 tricks for just an equal score, making the contract not great, but maybe it will get us above 50%. Yeah, it will get us exactly at 50% after 3 boards, which is fine, but we need to improve seriously. East opens a spade. I will bid 2 diamonds. I can't take out double, obviously, since that would imply a stronger support for hearts. And they do have a hard fit, the opponents have. But there's not much we can do against a hard fit, I'm afraid. He's bidding 5 diamonds is stupid. We're vulnerable. No, thank you. And I think doubling is also pretty stupid since West isn't a favorite to hold many straights, and we have a diamond fit, so we won't make many tricks in diamond since they will ruff those. Partner also passed, so I don't see much potential, unfortunately. Partner needs a club, which also isn't the greatest lead in the history of bridge. He has a singleton diamond, which is really unfortunate for our king queen jack. But sort of expected. Yeah, this is not going well. I could signal, but I don't think that signaling is all that important on this hand. Dwarf surely won't lead a diamond. I could for like the king of diamonds to signal my preference for spades, but he's will lead a spade himself, so that already cleared the situation in that regard. I won't lead any further spades. I will lead diamonds instead. Let's see how many diamonds it takes. Like, I suppose partner could have the ace. How many diamonds it takes for West to trump? Oh, only 1. Okay. Not really all that prolific. I should have let this one partner win, but don't think it will matter all that much. And East won't gain the lead ever again. But I need to let West ruff this, and unfortunately his clubs will be good, I'm afraid. Yeah, they make 4 hearts. This is pretty terrible for us. But they were always gonna make it. They only have 3 losers straight up. So at least there's that. Let's see, we have 14 high card points, but I will only count. Well, I will count this as a 15 count actually, since we do have 2 length points in clubs, but I will deduct 1 point for the singleton king in hearts. You could even argue deduct 2 points, but still it would be a 14 count. So I will just open the club and see what happens. There comes a diamond, so I will bring the spade. It shows a 4 card spade suit next to my clubs. And partner invites with 11 high card points. And yes, I have 14. I'm now pretty confident of counting my king of hearts. His partner, with his note for bit, promised the heart stopper as well, actually. So the king of hearts will have its merits if partner has the queen, for example. The king is a good card to have, so I will bid 3 no trumps. Usually the North would play this, but In, in our case, I will play both the south and north hands, and yeah, I was a little bit wrong in partner promising a hard stopper, unfortunately. Fortunately, he did not, even though that was the last unbit suit. I would have picked no trump with that after I showed the two black suits, no way. Well, I guess we have to settle for one down again. And hope that hearts are 5-4, so we only go one down. I will try to false card the hearts a little bit, but that doesn't really matter at all. Now we will go two down, unfortunately, since we also missed the ace of spades, obviously. Which is unfortunate, since if we gain the lead in any of the minor suits, it would now be hunky-dory, but unfortunately that's not the world we live in. The world we live in doesn't contain a heart stopper. They will now need the ace of spades, obviously. And finally, it's our turn, so we have one spade, two clubs, even if the clubs don't break, I think. We should have the rest, so let's play the 10. Yeah. Especially if we can let the 10 win, we should have the rest, even without getting the queen of clubs. Since the queen of spades is good and provides the opportunity to pitch a club. And then we can play the king of clubs and the rest will be dummy tricks, even if the queen of clubs doesn't fall, which it doesn't. But still, 2 down is a terrible, terrible score, obviously. We should have remained in 2-0 Trump, I guess. It surprises me that we gained some percentage points there, since I was sure we were gonna lose some regarding all other tables in which they stayed at 2-0 Trumps. Well, some went 3 down, some went 4 down. Okay, that's a bit weird. Because we did have 7 tricks, but you should take the opportunity when West leads a diamond to put in a 10 of diamonds. Maybe that's what some people missed. Because you can't rely on the queen of clubs dropping. It's likely, but it's not guaranteed. So if you have the diamond opportunity, please take it. We have 12 high card points and a free suitor, so we have 3 suits which have at least 4 in length. We should open this. And we should open a diamond since we play 5 card majors. Partner replies a heart. Yes, I can support hearts, so I will bid 2 hearts. And partner with 4 hearts, even though we showed just minimum opening. Okay. Let's see, we should finally make a contract. That would be nice. Yeah, and this one should be makeable. I mean, we have 1 or 2 heart losers. But with a double finesse, it's likely we can limit it to 1. We have no spade losers, no diamond losers. Some clubs should be roughed. Or maybe, yeah, we can pitch 1 club on diamonds for sure. And hopefully 1 on spades and rough 1. We could also try to finesse the clubs. Maybe the king will become good. Should we do that immediately is the question. But the opponents were East bid 1-0 Trump. So East shows a hard stopper. Which is bad for our double finesse actually, since it makes it more likely that he has both the king and queen, which makes me ask if I maybe should just play for the drop. Should I let this one go to West? I'm not really comfortable with it, since East could very well still have... No, East couldn't have a singleton with his 1-0 Trump bid, could he? Five plus spades. Okay, didn't expect that with the 1-0 Trump overcall. I'm not familiar with those biddings. Alright, that changes a lot, so I think now I should let this one go and hope that East has the queen. It's likely. Yes. Alright. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with the meaning of that one on Trump at all. What else does that one on Trump convey? Does it convey a heartstopper like I expected? No, at most 3 hearts, probably less. Okay, so we should probably play for the double finesse in hearts. I don't want to enter my hand in spades necessarily. So I will just play 1 round of diamonds actually only. I don't think that the block suit will make us much trouble at all. And I will play the first double finesse in hearts and I will actually keep the 6 in dummy since, well, I could also just play my 7 and the 6. That would make the double finesse a little bit clearer, I suppose. East wins the king, okay, but East leads the ace of clubs himself. Okay, that's good. So the king of clubs is no longer a loser for us. Yeah, the ace of diamonds can win for sure. And I think the safest return to hand is now to just ruff a club, I suppose. I don't want to lead spades, since West could very well be voiding spades right now. Since East promised 5 or more spades. And I want to take a second finesse in the hard suit. Yeah, the second finesse works and West had 3 hearts. Alright. So we could have just played the ace, the king would have dropped as a singleton, but it wasn't necessary. It wasn't actually necessary. Now we can just draw the queen of trumps. We turn to our hand with a spade and the rest. The rest we can claim for 1 over trick and 4 hearts. It should be a alright score. Yeah, 4 hearts just making wouldn't have been all that great, I suppose, but with 1 over trick we should have a 75%. Yeah, that's a good score. Alright, let's see. We have 12 high card points, 1 length point in diamonds, which makes it 13. So we just open a diamond. We don't have enough for a no trump since we play strong no trumps with the robots. 3 diamond says 4 or more diamonds, 7 to 9 total points. Now, do I trust the opponents in making their 4 hearts? Unfortunately, I sort of do. Does that merit a sacrifice of 5 diamonds? We even though we're vulnerable, the opponents are vulnerable as well. So if they make 4 hearts, we could go 2 down in 5 diamonds doubled and still make a positive score. But I suppose it won't remain with 2 down, right? 7 to 9 total points. No, partner doesn't have much, unfortunately. I don't think 5 diamonds would be a good sacrifice, but I'm not sure. Since I strongly suspect them to make their 4 hearts contract, unfortunately. I will lead top of an internal sequence with the 10 of diamonds, not that it matters all that much. I suppose partner wins with the ace king, alright. Yeah, there won't be any diamond lead, so I need to convey to partner if I want spades or clubs, and honestly I want neither of those, so and that's just playing natural, I guess, and let partner decide which black suit to lead, not that it matters all that much, I suppose. Oh, partner tries to finesse, alright, so now they're down 1. Does it bring any merit to lead anything but the ace of trumps at this stage? Diamond is a sure rough and discard. I don't want to lead a spade necessarily. I don't really want to lead a club either. Yeah, I will just catch the ace of trumps, even though that's a bit sad. But the ace and queen would have fallen anyway, I'm afraid. And now, yeah, I will just lead the spade passively and let them have the rest, I suppose. Yeah. 1 down. There was never more in it than 1 down. But that should be alright. So we made a positive score on that hand. 57%, pretty much exactly the score that we already had. Alright, this is a clear takeout double, obviously, since diamond is our only short suit, which is the suit the opponents opened. Partner shows a preference for spades, which isn't our favorite suit. We only have 3 cards in spades. And I suspect partner only shows 4 or more spades, not more than that. But I can't beat no trump since I don't have diamond stop, and I shouldn't switch to another suit. If I now switch to another suit, that implies that I doubled. Not because of my distribution, but only since I have 19 or more points. Which I don't. So switching suits after you doubled is really only for very strong hands. I should just stay in spades. The question is, should I raise spades? And I don't feel comfortable since it's not my strongest suit at all. So there's a free diamond bid competitively. Yeah, I still can't beat no trump. I still can't switch suits. So the only thing I can do is bid 3 spades competitively, but it shows 4 spades, which I don't have. Should I bid it anyway? I'm really not comfortable letting them play 3 diamonds. Alright, whatever. I show 4 spades, which I don't have. I'm terribly sorry, partner, but I will happily play a 4-3 fit, I suppose. Yeah, we could have even played the 4-3 fit in hearts. Would have been the same, probably. But the one thing we couldn't play was no trump, since we don't have a diamond stopper. That ace smells a little bit like a singleton, if I'm honest. No, it doesn't. Okay, but I will play the king. I'm too afraid of us getting roughed. So we have 4 heart tricks on one of those hearts. We could maybe get rid of the club, but we will surely get roughed if we now try to cash 4 hearts, so that's not the right strategy. And it's also still valuable to pitch a diamond on that last heart. So actually, that's just 1 trumps very ordinarily, I suppose. They hold up the ace of spades. I don't know exactly why, but alright, let them have it. And maybe because they want to play diamonds next. So after they hold up twice, I actually not comfortable continuing trumps. I will now try to cash my 4 heart tricks. And maybe the guy who is out of hearts first only has the ace of spades. That would be nice. Since ruffing with the ace of spades doesn't cost us anything. So let me try to catch the 4 heart tricks. Yeah, hearts are 3-3, alright. So now I think I will just play the ace of hearts and pitch my club loser. And don't really care that the opponents will ruff, since if trumps were 4-2, the ruff will be with a natural trump trick. Anyway, I suspect. Yeah, he's roughs, alright, but he's had 4 trumps, like I already suspected. Unfortunately, we will still go down on diamonds, I'm afraid, but yeah, at least I tried. It wasn't a great try, but at least I tried. Rough, play a diamond, and maybe once in a blue moon rest. I have to take this and lead a club for us, but it won't happen. Okay, here I have another diamond, yeah, and we're down, unfortunately. Not great. How did I end up? 54%? 7th place out of 15, just straight up mid. This was a straight up mid performance. Alright, better than the last daily tournament performance, I suppose. So, have a good night. Have a nice weekend, and hopefully my tournament tomorrow will turn out a little better than this one.